Hello, welcome to Lemon Studios, where we talk anything and everything entertainment. I'm, of course, the Lemon himself, Zeke Lamone, and this is my review for Jurassic World Rebirth. But before we get into that, let's get the house clean out the way. Shari, I'm leave a like. Comment below, let me know your thoughts on Jurassic World Rebirth, and of course, hit that subscribe button as it helps me grow into my YouTube career. I would greatly appreciate it. Now, all that out of the way, let's get into the review, Shari. So, one of my most anticipated movies of the year is now officially out. I've been counting down the days for this one. And the reason being, I mean, if you couldn't tell already, I am a huge fan of the franchise. Not only that, Jurassic Park is my favorite movie of all time. Jurassic Park, not Jurassic World. I know I'm all decked out in the world right now. It's just because when I can finally start buying things on my own. I do have a Jurassic Park shirt. It's just already in the wash because I wore that shirt to the movie. But, you know, when I could finally start buying things on my own, such as this, that were actually affordable, only the world was available. So, you know, maybe at some point we'll have a Jurassic Park blanket. But Jurassic Park is my favorite movie of all time, and I do enjoy all the sequels to a degree. Besides maybe Fallen Kingdom, that's the only one that I believe I have given a negative review to. But Jurassic Park 3 to me is very underrated. I think it's a fun monster film. It's my comfort movie out of all six. Well, I guess seven now. That if I'm going to rewatch one, Jurassic Park 3 is the one I find myself rewatching the most. I'll defend that movie to the day I die. Not necessarily because it's good, just because of how fun it is, and again, the comfortability that it brings to me. The original trilogy set me on my legacy, right? I mean, I rewatched those movies a lot of times. So much so, I think my parents dislike the original three movies now because, again, as a kid, I just kept rewatching them. And again, Jurassic World was a good back to form. Fallen Kingdom, we talked about it. And Dominion, I enjoy it quite a bit. I think I'm the only one who enjoys Jurassic World Dominion. And then going into this movie here, that the big selling point is that, one, this was the research facility for the original Jurassic Park. And then, of course, we were finally going to get the raft scene that we've been wanting to see come to life from the novel. And boy, does it live up to the billing. And I will say this when it comes to this film, because overall, I had a good time. I thought this movie was a lot of fun. It was the pure definition of a blockbuster. You are there to see some dinosaurs, do some dinosaur things, and eat some people up. And they do. And again, it's a lot of fun. They had a lot of great ideas for this movie. I can only imagine that, you know, studio execs were like, we need another Jurassic World movie because every Jurassic World movie has made $1 billion at the box office, so we're just going to keep milking that dinosaur train. Get on it. And the writers are getting together like, okay, well, what can we do? Oh, you know, it'd be a good idea if we finally do the raft scene that's in the novel that the fans have been wanting for the longest time. Awesome. Book it. Put it in. What else can we do? Well, we also have the Mosasaurus. People love the Mosasaur. So what if we have the Mosasaur, we have a family on a boat, or maybe we have a group of people on a boat and they have to fight the Mosasaurus. Oh, love it. Put it in. People want to miss the Spinosaurus? Yeah, but let's make them genetically correct this time as opposed to what we did in JP3. Okay, cool. Put that in there. You know, the hybrids, people seem to like that. Let's do, okay, cool. They had all of these different ideas for scenes within the movie. The problem is, and again, those scenes are great when they're in it. I mean, heart was racing. I was very locked in, especially within the Mosasaurus scene and the T-Rex scene. Those are the two best scenes in the whole entire film. But the problem with this movie is that when there isn't any dinosaurs on the screen, or when the big set pieces are not there, you are left with these bare-bone characters and this bare-bone story where I just don't understand why Jurassic Park keeps going back to greed for their stories. You know, if you will bear with me, you know, when you're franchise, you need to figure out what is your DNA. And for some reason, Jurassic Park / World has decided that there's a dinosaur plot, or there's dinosaurs, but we are all about greed and money. And yes, to a degree, that was there within the original film. But what made that original film so special was, you know, it was the science. It was the debates behind those films. And yeah, sure, you also had the blood-sucking lawyer, right? And sure, that element is there. I think that was a one of the good components of the Jurassic World movies, maybe a weakness to a degree, but the main meat and bones why people say Jurassic World is the second best Jurassic movie out of all of them, and the closest that could compete with the original, was, again, we kind of brought back that debate of the science. You genetically modified a dinosaur, and what are the ethics of that? What are the components? Why did you build it like this? Okay, how can it do all these different things? This is a brand new thing. It's seen all these things for the first time. All of those things kept the movie very engaging, that original Jurassic World movie. And I really thought we were going to get back to that within this one because of, what, like they say in the trailers. This was the research facility. This is where they started the mutation for the Jurassic World. And again, those ethics and those debates, and they do have that here to a degree, but at the end of the day, what's really driving point is, again, money and greed. And there's also some other things as well, where again, you just have these bare bone characters. Luckily, there is some amazing talent playing those. Scarlett Johansson, Mahershala Ali, Jonathan Bailey. You get the picture, right? Great talent who are doing the best with what they are given. But until another dinosaur shows up, you do feel it. You do feel the runtime quite a bit, or it does drag. However, even though, again, I do believe Jurassic Park is one of the greatest movies of all time, it is my favorite film of all time. Like I say, I'll watch those original three back to back to back, no problems, and Jurassic World, and then again, Fallen Kingdom is, at the bottom. But I will be the first to admit, you consider these movies like within the Fast and the Furious, with, Transformers, it's fast food, right? But very, very good fast food. And what are you there to see? Are you there to see cinema? Are you there to see an amazing script? No, you're not. You're there to see some dinosaurs, and you hopefully see these dinosaurs do some badass things, and you hope you see them eat some people. And they do. It doesn't matter that you can just survey the field of characters that you have and go, well, I'm pretty sure you guys are going to make it. Yeah, you guys are, kind of antagonistic. I hope you die. And when you die, I hope it's a very brutal death. And then sure enough, that does happen. And you guys are kind of just filling out the background. I feel like you're making up the numbers. So your red shirts, you're going to die unceremoniously. Yep, sure enough, that is exactly what happens. You can kind of see where the character development is going to go. There are character arcs, I will say that. And some of these later installments where, there is no arcs that are established within the film, there is that here. Scarlett Johansson has a little bit of an arc. Mahershala Ali, Jonathan Bailey, the big three, if you will. They have arcs. And another character, it is there's a good story between a father and his daughter's boyfriend. They have a good arc too. That's probably the best. That's the one that is the most developed out of all of them. But you can really tell, again, bare bones script, that it is very much, okay, where this character needs to get to here, so at this point they need to do this. It really seems like and then type of script, as to a script that goes, this happens because of this, and then because of this, and then this is how we end up here. Again, it just really feels like, and then this character's going to do that. Okay, then we're going to have some other stuff going to happen, and then this character does that. Oh, they arced. But again, I can't fault the movie too much because it knows why you're here. You're here to see some great dinosaur set pieces, and you do get that. And this movie is fun. If I did have to rank the films overall, all 7, at the bottom is Fallen Kingdom. Not to keep, kicking a dead horse, if you will. But Fallen Kingdom's at the bottom. And then after that's The Lost World. Yes, I know. But, it's like Fallen Kingdom, and then, there's a step. And then The Lost World, which is fun, but I think the movie just goes too long for me personally. Then after that is this Jurassic Park 3, even though it is my most comfort movie, I can admit where, it belongs within the ranking system. And then, so 7, 6, and 5, and then 4 would be Jurassic World Rebirth. I am pretty confident in putting that in the 4th spot. 3 would be Dominion, 2 would be Jurassic World, and then of course at the top spot would be Jurassic Park. And where would I rank it on the lemon scale, where it goes sour lemon at the bottom, expired store-bought, hey, it's bad, but hey, there's some good in it. Store-bought lemonade, good, but hey, there's some bad. Lemonade, it's a movie. Freshly squeezed lemonade, really good. Very minor criticism. Strawberry lemonade at the very top because it's the best kind of lemonade. I would say Jurassic World Rebirth is probably a store-bought lemonade. Again, a lot of fun with the scenes that why you are paying the dollar to go see this film. It is definitely there. But once, there actually needs to be, a narrative throughout the film, boy, does it struggle quite a bit throughout. But then, you see another dinosaur, then you're having fun again. So, again, if you're there, if you know what you're getting yourself into, you're going to have a good time with this film. Is it the best out of all the Jurassic movies? No, but it was never going to be. And it's not even the best out of the world movies, nonetheless. But I say, yeah, go see Jurassic World Rebirth. It's a fun time for why you are going to see this film. But let me know what you think about it. If you had a chance to see this movie, comment below. Let me know your thoughts on it. Leave a like if you made it this far within the review. I do greatly appreciate it. And of course, hit that subscribe button as it helps me grow into my YouTube career. I will greatly appreciate it. Until next time, guys, I'll see you here at Lemon Studios.